All right, guys, my 1995 840 Ci has officially been sold. It's gonna be a kind of sad day, but transport is on its way. Let's get into today's video. Here she is, guys. She's a 1995 BMW 840 Ci in Oriental Blue Metallic. This thing has been lowered. It has fully aluminum polish and parallels with wrapped in falcons. It's been beautifully refinished. Has a nice bone interior with OEM carpets. I did redo the seats and I did redo the headliner, but the rear seats are actually factory. Most of the car is pretty much factory finish besides the paint, but it looks amazing. I really like this car. I'm gonna miss it, but when one goes, another comes. About to load up in the truck, and when one goes, another one has to come. So I'm definitely gonna pick up another car. Sad day. So sad. Guys, so after selling the 840, I really needed something that was going to be able to accommodate my family, and so I ended up going with the 2007 BMW 328i wagon. And I'm a huge fan of wagons. Instantly when buying the wagon, I got coilovers like the very next day, slammed it, looked for some wheels. I ended up using the wheels off my 840 that it actually came with, because I replaced the wheels that it came with, and then ended up powder coating those wheels and seeing how it would look, and started doing some body work, ordering parts, and this is pretty much how it went. All right, guys, so now that this thing has been dropped and everything like that, it's time to get into a little bit of the body work. So we have some little dents here and there that we're going to be repairing. We also have a couple panels that we're going to be replacing. We have two new front fenders, a front bumper, two side skirts, and a rear wing. All right, guys, so for the first mod that we got for this thing is M3 style front fenders, and they're OEM fit. We're gonna go ahead and try that out, make sure it's good to go, and I'm gonna actually shoot some paint on these today. Usually I always recommend blending, but we do have to jam the fenders before we install them, so it really makes no sense to just paint this. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the whole fender and see how close we can get the color on the first try. That might help us so we don't have to blend, but if we do have to blend, then all we'll do is wet sand the paint and then blend the fenders. The current fenders aren't doing so good anyway, so it's definitely gonna be a little bit of an upgrade as well. They're both dented almost in the exact same spots, and we also have a new front bumper for this as well. A little bit of body work getting done. We had a couple dents here on the rear hatch, so we're taking care of that. This side also has some pretty big scratches, so we are gonna blend this side. Everyone's kind of giving me shit. They're like, might as well paint the whole car. I'm not gonna paint the whole car. Alpine white is one of my favorite BMW colors, and I know it's pretty plain and stuff like that, but I like how clean it looks. The only thing that I will maybe do is, I know we got these new wheels on the car. I don't know, I thought I was gonna be a bigger fan of them. I'm not really, so they might be up for trade. Any guys local that like these wheels, I want to trade, let me know. All right, so currently I got the fender. It's already been prepped out. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some wax and grease remover to get it prepped out, ready for paint. What this does is it removes any oils or anything on the top surface that will cause a fisheye, and it's just kind of like a cleaning that we do before we paint anything, right? We want to make sure we get all the crevices and stuff like that, so there's no sanding residue or anything on the parts that can cause some type of a defect in the paint. Now what I usually do is I use a low lint towel, and I fold it up and I wipe in one direction, making sure that I don't wipe any of the residue back onto the part. I just wipe it in one direction, fold it over, one direction, fold it over. Alright guys, and everything has been cleaned off. It's time to go ahead and shoot some sealer on these things and get some paint on it. Alright guys, the sealer has dried 100% and it should be ready to go ahead and shoot some base coat. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it with tack rag and get ready to shoot my base coat. Now usually I don't recommend to shoot a white sealer when you're about to shoot a white base coat. It could be very hard for you to see any mist coverage if you're shooting white on top of white. But I didn't have any other sealer, and because there is a possibility that I may shoot these again to blend the doors and the hood, I thought this is okay. The main objective today was to shoot all the jams. So like right here when the hood is closed, you know, we wanted to shoot that, and the underside here, and the bottom side, and the inside of the fender. So in reality, if I don't do the best job here, it's not gonna be the end of the world. But obviously I'm still gonna do my best job possible to ensure that pretty much I wanna know, my main objective today is to see if this color is gonna be close enough so I don't have to blend it. All right guys, our first coat is on. It is pretty much ready for the second coat. We're gonna go ahead and hit it with a very light crystal tack cloth, and that'll pretty much get any little contaminants. We still see a little bit of shine there, so I might wait a couple more minutes, but this is what base coat's supposed to look. It is nice and extended, and it's pretty much flat. We're gonna put one more coat on there. I think that should be way more than enough coverage because we did start out with that white sealer. So now we'll shoot our second coat, make sure everything is completely covered, and then we should be ready for some clear coat. And while we wait for the base to dry, we flip our chicken. That's how we do. All day roasted foil right here. Still kind of raw. All right guys, and this is after just 2 medium wet coats, and it looks amazing, man. Better than OEM, I could say that. But again, kind of reiterating the fact that we may just wet sand these again and then blend a little bit from the door just to make sure we have that perfect color match. But it does look pretty good straight out the gun, if I do say so myself. With our PPG products, we can kind of ensure that this is kind of how it's going to look exactly when we take it out of the booth as well. So we'll let this dry over the weekend. Today is Saturday. Monday we'll get them on the car and we'll start prepping out the rest of the car to get it ready for paint as well. All right, guys, and now everything's been painted and it's time for us to enjoy our chicken taco. All right, guys, so right over here, the whole car has been finished in body work. We have repaired the trunk, we have repaired the quarter panel, we have repaired the door and the other door, and the blend is now gonna be 100% necessary. I am not gonna, however, blend the other side. The bumper has been sitting on here. It came folded in a box, and so I've been letting it sit on the car for the last couple days to kind of get its, fitment right. We also have some side skirts that are gonna get in primer because they are raw plastic, and we also have a carbon fiber lip. Plus, we have some other stuff that we're gonna be doing as well. We got M3 seats for the fronts, and we still have a little bit of things to do to it. So right now, this is where we're at. We still have to get this thing ready for paint, but it's almost there, guys. All right, guys, this thing is now ready for paints. In the booth, ready for its paints. We removed handles, moldings, tail lights. So we're shooting pretty much from this side all the way forward. I know some of you guys might be saying, Oscar, why don't you just do the whole car? Because the rest of the paint was okay, guys. I just feel like it didn't need a full paint job. Even this was a little bit much, just because I feel like I could still polish this paint, kind of save some of the originality of it. But let's get this thing into paint, and we'll see what it looks like shortly after.
The next day.
All right, guys, so the bumper just went on. I didn't really get it on video, but it went on. It looks good. I don't have fog lights, don't judge me. But we did get something to make this thing look even nicer. A front carbon fiber lip. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. All right, here we go. Here we have our brand new carbon fiber lip. It looks really good. I'm really excited to put it on and see how it looks like. Right now, what we're gonna do is go ahead and swap in some new seats. Well, new to me seats. We're gonna go ahead and swap these seats into this thing. I'm gonna scoop this forward. If you had to base living or dying at the speed of this chair, you'd probably die. All right, guys, the seats are in, and I gotta tell you, it is a day and night difference. Like, they don't look so crazy, but these seats, like something about M3 seats that they just feel so good. These things hug you. It's so much more comfortable. The leather is so much nicer. The adjustability of the seats, how the bolsters like adjust, is pretty cool. And it just feels good to like have the seat hug you, like definition. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna finish this seat, swapping that out, and we're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow we're gonna finish the assembly and get ready to show you guys what this thing's gonna look like. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so dope. All right, well, the seats are about to go in, man. It's been one heck of a day. We've been turning in cars left and right. The crew's been, out at it since early. We've been at it since about 8 o'clock today. And I don't even know what time it is right now. It's probably like around 7:30 on a Saturday after we just worked, 5 days straight, That's how we do. We work hard, we hustle hard, and we play hard too. But seat is about to go in. I apologize for the mess here in the shop, man. We've been busting cars in here left and right, but we're about to put the freaking seat in, all right? I gotta crack my back because I'm already, Oh, did you hear that? The camera catch that? Oh, fuck. See if I can get some good lift with this.
Gotta pull my pants because I'm a dad, you know? Gotta tuck my fucking belt up.
Pelupi.
Unos pinches legs, compa.
That Jake. It's been working. Jake's been working, dog.
Ooh.
You know, cameraman got you. Come on now.
Ooh.
Come on. Got it all the way in there. First tryer.
Just blew my back out right now. So, seats in. Blew my back out. The seat blew my back out. I blew the seats, but I don't know. Somebody's back got blown out. It's probably mine. Probably not gonna put that in the. Anyways, the seat fits in like a glove. So we get that factory connection. Let's see if we can get that on camera. Hold on. She don't wanna. She don't wanna let me in. I'm trying to plug, and she don't wanna. Hold on. Oh, papa. Woo. Cool.
Go back.
And just like that, we're in. A little bit of convincing, but it's connected. We're connected. Me and you. I'm just gonna walk in. Just a little bit. I don't want to tighten these up all the way because. All right, interior is all clean. Seats are in. Full interior is clean. Side skirts are on. The fitment is not too good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have some broken clips, but it's on there secure. I just wanted to head home, and it's been a long last week, and this is Saturday after my long work week that I had, and this is just me putting a little bit of time, get this thing done with the boy. Fucking G-Dog, my man. Always come in the clutch, man. You know I appreciate it, man. Mad love, bro. You know that. Oh, I love the front end. It came out so sick. The carbon fiber lip, the M3 style front bumper. We are missing the M3 hood. That's why I didn't paint the hood, because we might definitely do that. I don't know. Need you guys to tell me in the comments, does it need the M3 hood? You know, that's definitely a question that we need to know. Another thing is, should I change the wheels? Like, I mean, I think it would look better. I think the fitment's actually really good. I'm really happy with the fitment. There's no space here, it just sits good. We tuck in a little bit, a little bit of hot tread, but I think it sits perfect. Gee, is that good fitment? What do you think? Like, I need to know. Like, would you rather be poking or you like tucking?
Shit, I'm straight tucking, boy.
Tucking, like, how's that say? How's that fitment?
Shoo. That's tight.
It's tucking, huh?
It's tight.
The front's pretty tight too. The front's pretty tight too. I feel like it can go up a little bit in the rear. But I like how it's, I don't know. Then I feel like I have to slam. I don't know. Maybe I might have to lift this thing back up. But we're getting ready to hit out, guys. All right, guys. So finally driving this thing home. It is definitely like one of my favorite upgrades that we did on this thing was the M3 seats. They feel so good. This is definitely better than any type of like race seat or anything like that, just because you can get the same type of support, but the comfort level is completely different. You got the heated seat. I'm from California, so it doesn't get like too cold, but right now
I'd say it's probably in the 60s, maybe, or maybe 50s. I gotta check. I'm gonna check the weather. I'm gonna check the weather right now. Hold on. It's actually 54 degrees, which to us here in California, it's pretty cold. I got my hoodie on. I got another shirt underneath, and it's pretty cold. So you come in here, you put the seat heater on. It just makes all the difference in the world. I don't know where you guys are from. Drop some comments. I really want to know where most of you guys are from, where you guys are watching this from, and like seat heaters is something that you guys use. But to retain the seat heaters in this thing was really cool, definitely, and also get that different feel. It just feels like a different car just because of the different seats. So that's one thing. This is something that, you know, I could drive every day. It's not like a one-off thing. It's just like a nice family cruiser. I love wagons. This is really my first one, so I want to do something, you know, pretty nice but not too crazy. So this is pretty much it, guys. Let's take one final look at it. Alright guys, so we're wrapping up the wagon for today. I hope you guys enjoyed pretty much a quick transformation in just one video, going from a 840 Ci that I really only drove on the weekends or on a date or something like that, to the wagon that, you know, I can drive, my girl can drive, the kids could go in the back, the stuff can go in the back. This is a more you know, daily driver. This is something that, you know, we can drive around, good gas mileage. It just has everything I need, and I'm hoping to drive it for a good amount of time, probably with about a year, and sell it to move on to the next car. You know, that's kind of what I do. You know, that helps me get closer to one of my dream cars, which has always been Porsche 911. Now, I'm not really like, my favorite 911 is the 997, but I would even take a 996 because they do have a pretty sick wide body kit for that. So that could be even in the cards. But after selling this and another car that I just purchased, because I also just sold my Volkswagen Bug, that's gonna be in a whole different another video. But after I sell these two cars, I'm hoping that I can pull the trigger and finally get my first 911. Definitely want your guys' opinions. This thing is going to be up for trade and for sale soon, so if it's something that interests you, you can go ahead and DM me on my IG. I'm going to go ahead and drop my link right here. Sorry for the quick change of scenery, but anyways, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and notification button, because we got a new car added to the fleet that I want to show you guys just in a couple days. Also, don't forget to cop some new merch. We have plenty of merch at our SOS Customs merch store. The link is in the bio description. You can get shirts, jackets, hats, anything for this holiday season to be laced up and rocking that SOS Customs gear. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. We will see you guys on the next one. Here at SOS Customs, we got you covered. Peace.